tonight, the biggest clash of the year in the AFL. Collingwood versus Geelong. It is going to be, seriously, I'm a Geelong supporter, as you know. I rate this higher, and I feel like I'm going to jinx it by saying this, but I rate this higher than the 2008 Grand Final. But I rate it having known that Geelong have already won a premiership. It's so important because Collingwood they've got such a young list at the moment. I think their average is 24, and Geelong is probably like 27, 28. Like, this is, for the future of the Geelong Footy Club, to be successful next year, and perhaps the year after, we have to win this game tonight. Collingwood have a history of not being able to beat Geelong in prelim. So this year will be the third prelim out of 4 years that we'll be playing Collingwood in a prelim. So if we beat them tonight, we will beat them 3 times in the last 4 prelims, because we played the Bulldogs in 2008 prelim. So that'd be 3 prelims that we've beaten Collingwood. So they will be shattered. Their confidence will be absolutely shattered. All throughout the last 2 weeks, they've had this huge amount of confidence built, and I just feel if they beat Geelong tonight, that's going to catapult them into winning maybe a premiership this year, and probably several more to come. If we beat Collingwood tonight, we will shatter their confidence. In any game we play against Collingwood in a big deciding like a prelim, anywhere in the finals, we know we'll have the edge. But right now, Collingwood are full of confidence because of the great year they've had. And if they beat Geelong tonight, it's just going to be tragic, not only for Geelong but for freaking the whole football community. Because let's face it, you either love or hate Collingwood. And pretty much, if you don't barrack Collingwood, you absolutely hate them. As I'm starting to really hate them. I used to have nothing against Collingwood, but just a touch of arrogance, which maybe they think they might need, because maybe they didn't have it in the years before. But anyway. But I was looking at their list, and they're very young. They got Blair, McCaffrey, Wellingham. There's more, obviously. Beams is pretty good though, and he has stepped up. But they've got a lot of young people, and Didak's slightly injured. Wellingham's injured a little bit. They got old people like Johnson, and they got Tuvey, which I don't really know much about. They got a lot of young people, but Geelong they are getting old. I'll admit they're getting old, but they're still playing great football. This year, we have a wide range of players to select for. I mean, we've got Mackie on the bench. Our form. We're a fit group when we got Mackie. Not even on the bench. Sorry, he's an emergency. He's not even playing. He got dropped last week. So I keep thinking about it, and then part of me says, "Oh, Collingwood are probably going to win comfortably by 30 points because they're so full of confidence." But then the other part says, "Well, Geelong are experienced." Bomber said himself, and I've analysed it a bit. We haven't been better placed as a team any other year than this year. The only thing that would let us down is a pace, and that's about it. And maybe some sore bodies like Chapman, Bartel, and things like that, and Scarlett. Pretty much the main thing is pace. Collingwood have a great fitness regime down there at Collingwood. I mean, they've got all the money in the world, it seems, to focus their thoughts on training and just fitness, and making sure they get it down to a T. They've got a lot of sports scientists down there, making sure they get it 100%, and they'll be managing Dane Swan very, very well, and all their players tonight. So it comes down to the fitness and the pace, but Geelong have the experience, and we've got a man named Podsy Adley. So that's what it's going to come down to. If it rains, Geelong have the edge. If it's just a little bit wet, Geelong have the edge. If it's a perfect day, Geelong may be in a bit of strife. But we have beaten Collingwood. We have the edge. It's just going to be an absolute ripper of a match, and the first quarter is going to really set the tone. If Geelong can get to a 3-goal lead at half time, by quarter time, and then make sure they don't come back in the second quarter, I reckon we're in a good shape to win. We just have to play really, really damn good. And we need that pace. Varco is going to be super important tonight. Wojcinski's going to have a blinder of a game like he did last week. And I'm really upset that Mackie's not playing. He would have provided a shitload of run from defence, but now we've got Lonergan who doesn't really do that. But he does. He's going to keep the tall men in the back accountable. So yeah, that's where it's going to be won or lost, I think. Keeping Harry O'Brien and Maxwell accountable. Make sure they don't run out from defence very well is very important. I think Nick Davis will have another pretty crappy game. I think Josh Hunt will do a really good job on him. But yeah, this is such a must-win game for Geelong in terms of the future, the next 5 years. If Collingwood win, they're going to be so confident. So that's kind of my analysis on the game tonight. Super excited about it. I'm going to the Pineapple with Benno and hopefully a few other people. Matty P is an absentee. I don't know what he's moving, but I don't see why he couldn't come out to watch it or invite us over to his to watch it, because that would be good. But anyway, he's probably better be hosting the grand final day, which would be awesome, because we haven't watched any finals footy together this whole month. Well, we watched the Bulldogs and Collingwood. I think that was about it. So it's been pretty dire footy watching with the Footy High gang, but anyway, they're my thoughts. Seriously, I'll be out. If I can watch the first quarter of the game, I can tell you a tip. But for now, I'm just going to say either team by 11 points. Wouldn't surprise me if Collingwood won by 30 or Geelong. I mean, it's just going to be a cracker of a game. The big question is, can Collingwood win the game that matters? I mean, who they played lately? They played Bulldogs, who weren't very good that night, and the week before they played Hawthorn and lost it, but they were resting for tonight's game. So they haven't played much footy. They didn't play last week. Geelong played a cracking game against Saints. That was brutal. And we played Freo and smashed them. So it's so close. You can't tip it. It can't be a blowout. But Collingwood had proven that they had blown us out before. So it's going to be an absolute cracker. Big game needed from Ottens, Corey, Mooney. They're the three players that really need to lift tonight. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm bloody pumped. So pumped. It's 11:52 a.m. on the day of the prelim, and I'm going to be heading off to the Pineapple in about 3 or 4 hours. I'll get on the bus to take me an hour to get there, but yep. Get the drinks flowing and have some fun, and it'll be a good night. And I'll do a rap video probably tomorrow, or on my phone or something. See what happens. Oh, tips. Let's just do some quick tips. Tips. Okay. Oh, this is really hard. I'm going to say Collingwood by 11. I know I'm going against my team, but it's slightly what I'm feeling. I hope I'm wrong, but Collingwood by 11. First goal. I don't know. Didak? I'll say Didak. That would shatter me. If Didak kicked their first goal, that's... So I'm just going to say no. Didak. Yeah, I'll go Didak. Didak for first goal. Most disposals. Yeah, I'll say Swan. This isn't sounding good at all, is it? And last goal, I'll go Stokes. And Stokes could kick the first goal, but I will lock in Didak. And margin at quarter time. Alright, fuck it. 8 points. I'm not going to do any of that. Anyway, you've got my tips, that's it. I'll do a wrap later. Bye.